Okay, so you all remember the Hawk Tour girl, and you're probably sick of hearing about her, but I noticed something very interesting today on the Reddit conspiracy subreddit. It turns out that there was some kind of satellite that was launched into what they call space, and it was called the Hawk 2A. So you can see the potential relevance there, Hawk 2A. And I couldn't help but notice that if you look at the days between the launch of the Hawk 2A and the day that Haley went viral for this, which was of course June 11, if you look up the days between, you get 1,234 days between the launch of the Hawk 2A and the launch of the Hawk 2R. You get 1,234 days. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. I declare a thumb war. And on that note, I want to let you know that the latest JLB Truth Lounge is now available.
He's out there to cause trouble. He's causing dissent and just stirring trouble.
The stream took place about 24 hours ago, and then I spent some time today cleaning up the audio and publishing this as an MP3, which is available, of course, through Spotify or whatever your podcast app might be. It's available publicly through Podbean and at johnlebon.com.
Yep.
Of course, we did the trivia as we usually do, and that was a lot of fun. But the main topic that I wanted to talk about was this idea of why on earth do people get into so-called conspiracy theories in the first place?
Good question, actually.
Seems to me that a lot of people, they tell themselves, they believe that they're here, at least in part, because they want to learn.
These are all stories, man. Don't you get it?
They realize that school didn't teach us what we need to know about certain things, or it taught us stuff that is just untrue. Or a bit of both, actually.
Yes.
So then people start to think, well, I need to learn. I'm going to read these Substacks or read these subreddits or listen to these podcasts or watch these videos on YouTube or BitChute or Rumble, whatever the case might be.
Whoever that was, you are arrogant.
So what I want to know is that what people are trying to do? Are they trying to learn? So I posted this thread on the Conspiracy No Poll subreddit a couple of days ago, and there's been some terrific replies, I have to say.
100%.
So I did read out some of those replies and respond to them during the latest Late Night Truth Lounge, which, like I said, is available right now. I'll put a link to that in the pinned comment in the comment section below.
Here's a funny thing. The customer support for the blog now is in Plovdiv. Can you believe that?
No, you're not.
No, it is.
I want to read to you one of the replies that was left on that subreddit thread, which I'll also link to in the show notes below as well. Of course, go and check out some of these replies. Some of them are fantastic, but this one in particular, let me read this to you. Blitzer from Melbourne says, I do enjoy the psychology of conspiratorial beliefs and investigating the roots of them, looking into how perhaps they were formed and whether there's any logical or critical basis for them. In an age where much is known and understood, and the only real secrets are the pacts between the powerful, the candle holders of mystery are the conspiracy theorists, bringing fantasy and conjecture to an otherwise mundane world.
I've kind of post-truth where I'm sick of hearing about fucking conspiracies.
Now, believe it or not, Blitzer is actually a normie. He is one of our resident normies over in the Conspiracy No Poll subreddit.
That's true.
I like how he describes that the candle holders of mystery are the conspiracy theorists bringing fantasy and conjecture to an otherwise mundane world.
That's a fair assessment, I think.
I do think for a lot of people that is the primary motivation of being involved in any of this so-called alternative stuff, is the fantasy, the imagination, the storytelling. It's captivating.
I just fantasize by all the female fakeologists. I'll be honest. I'll just let it on the line.
You might disagree with that. You might say, JLB, oh no, I'm not here for fantasy or for storytelling. I'm here for the truth. I'm here for the facts, the evidence. I want to learn. It's all very important.
There's never a shred of actual proof when it comes down to it, so just keep that in mind.
And if that's the case, why don't you put your truth research to the test? Go and take the trivia in this here episode of the Late Night Truth Lounge. See how many of the 17 questions you can get correct.
Proof is lifting the skirt and seeing the goods.
Stream or download it. Like I said, the link is in the comment section below, or you can get this episode on your favorite podcast app like Spotify or what have you. Check the links in the pinned comment below for a link to this podcast directly and to the subreddit thread in question.
I don't ski. No, I don't do anything extracurricular, really. I'm just a blob.
And let me know, what do you think about this Hawk 2A and the 1, 2, 3, 4 I declare a thumb war?
That's very disturbing to me.
Goodness gracious me.
They're warming up the rotten tomatoes and the cabbage and to throw at me. Hear me out.